caring, sweet, kind.
Right.
You get irritated.
And earlier this year I realized I had to say no sometimes, and that's what got me on this path. And we do that. We yes. Oh, no time for me. And you have to stop doing that. Saying no is okay. So anyway, I started meditating, and then I started thinking, wow, all these things started coming to me. I was an art major, and I haven't painted or done anything creative, drawn anything for 6-7 years.
Wow. You know what? I was at the dollar store not too long ago, and I walked by the art supplies, and I bought a canvas book,
Oh, yeah.
and some pencils.
Watercolor paper, yeah.
And I haven't drawn much, but I've drawn a few things, and it was very enjoyable because that was one of the things I used to love to do, and I hadn't done in a while.
See, it's that creative. And you can say that you can't draw or anything, but that part of your brain wants to do something, and it doesn't have to be drawing or painting.
It can be whatever you like to do.
Exactly. So I started getting into that bullet journaling thing, and without realizing it, without realizing that was
part of it.
Yeah. And I had to get my watercolors out, and I had to get my expensive markers out and my expensive colored pencils that I haven't used
so
for all
elated
this
about
time.
that.
And
I
I'm telling you,
seeing you talking about it.
and
you
it's
get so
a whole
excited.
another thing. It's made me. I just want to share it. It's so much fun. And whether you like to draw or you think you're not creative, it doesn't matter because there's stencils and there's all these things that you can do. And I'll be darned, I'll make your sheets for you. I mean, it's fun, and it's kept me more organized.
It was kind of nifty when we went to our little dinner that we do every so often with all the ladies.
Yes.
And Terry got all excited about it. I was like, woo! I was getting excited just listening to her get excited about it. Because that's a big deal right now, planners and bullet journaling.
And making it fit to your needs.
Specifically,
And one of the things on that planner, so here you are planning everything for everybody else. You have to be here, then, there, here, then. But on these bullet journals, and this got me thinking it too, Harry Drucker, who is, I'm a big fan of his teachings and basic philosophy, and he said, whatever can be measured should be measured. And it's in order for you to see your
Progress.
own improvement is very elating.
Yes.
For you to realize that
motivating.
you're grown. It's motivating.
Yeah, my son and I were just talking about that because we were talking about he's raised all of his grades. Like
Nice.
in 6 months he's
Lorenzi has?
all A's.
Good for, oh my God.
I know. And I said, boy, that's so great. I said, man, it must have felt good when you started to notice the change. When you were putting effort in and you were getting something out of it. That was a big motivator for you. And he said, yeah, Mom, it was. I said, that's why it's hard for me, like when I'm trying to lose weight and things like that, because
you don't
so
see the results.
slow.
Right.
And it's just I don't have that underlying motivation because it's like all the energy I put in, I don't get anything out right away. And then, that fizzles me out with my motivation.
So you have to do it a little differently, and we're going to talk about that on Friday.
He told me, he said, Mom, you just got to keep trying.
Right. We're going to talk about that on Friday, and I'm going to give you ways to keep trying because it's really...
Ooh, at the open house that everybody should come to.
It's High Vibe Life. So, so then, where was I? So whatever should be measured, whatever can be measured should be measured.
So that you can mark your progress and get motivated. And it continues to motivate you.
So there are things built into the bullet journals, but you can make yourself a chart on how to track what you're doing. And something else I learned in my research, we all think that it's 21 days to create a habit. And then when we fall off of that habit on the 24th day, we get mad at ourselves. Well, let me tell you where that fallacy came from. There was a doctor in the 50s, and his name was Maxwell Maltz or something like that. Maltz, I think it is. And he was a plastic surgeon. And he found that people that had new noses would get used to their face at a minimum of 21 days. People that had amputations would get used to that phantom pain at a minimum of 21 days. Keep in mind, minimum. So many self-help gurus took his research and kept it at the minimum, kept it 21 days, you have a new habit.
So everybody expects something to happen at 21 day mark.
All this time. I know, I thought it too. Mm-hmm. So there was a study done at UC Davis, I think in 2016. And it was a controlled study that they found. They gave all these people, I think it was 120 people. I might be getting the numbers wrong, that they tracked. And it is not 21 days to get a new habit.
What is it?
66.
That's a lot. That's a lot more than 21.
But when it's instead of 3 weeks, it's 2 months. Mm-hmm. So if doable. You can do something for 66 days, and it's okay if you skip a day. And we're so hard on ourselves. Oh, now I got to start all over. No, you just count. Don't count that day. Right.
The future hasn't happened. All that really matters is what you're doing here and now today. You don't really have to beat yourself up about the past because that's over.
Right. If you make up your mind that you're going to do something every other day, then all the days in between, as long as you stick to that
you're still thinking about it.
And all those days matter. Mm-hmm. So if I say I'm going to not eat sugar for 3 days a week, no sugar at all, no carbs, nothing that makes sugar in my body. But the other 4 days I do eat sugar, it's okay. That's still included in that 66 days as long as I was...
Because the habit is the regimen. The habit is not the lack of sugar. The habit is the regimen of doing this and being mindful.
Right. So 66 days. So now forgive yourself for all those things that you were trying to do that didn't become habits.
Right.
And start all over again.
That's what Rand says. Rand says, start again, try again, Mama, because you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. And I love him. I just love that he's
an old soul.
Well, he's turned his whole mental attitude around. And it's not ideal. I mean, he still has these little, glitches but we all do.
But he's young.
But he's so much better now than he was a year ago. And he gets it. And that's what really kills me. This kid gets it,
He's very good.
I made a list. So I'm going to go through my list really quick because that was going to be my topic until I decided
Okay, let me just wrap it up.
Yeah,
go ahead. So start, we are having a bullet journaling class at 12:30 on May 26th. I know that's Labor Day weekend, but it's Saturday, so you can take an hour out. And we are going to start doing those an hour a month.
Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial, yeah. But I'm telling you, if you just write down what it's going to be and write it in your planner or on the calendar, wherever, that you're going to do this on this day, and this day, and stick to it and mark at the end when that 66 days is over and give yourself a reward. You'll have a new habit. And if you do that for reading, for something mental, something spiritual, and something physical, think how your life will change in 6 months.
Things, just 3 little habits. 3 little habits, that's all it takes. Gosh, you could change a buttload of stuff.
And in
6
months, you'll have all those habits that make you a better person and better able to do whatever you want to do because you're taking care of yourself.
That's the whole gist of it.
It is.
It is. So I was going to do that topic, which I'm glad I didn't because obviously you had yours. But I did have a list, so I'm going to go through them, and I want you to just see if you agree or disagree because I just jotted them down.
All right.
So mine were divided up. Yours were physical, mental, and spiritual, right?
Right.
Mine was body, mind, and soul. Okay?
Totally different.
Totally different. So physical. For you, physical. For me, body. I put sex, food, sleep. Those are 3 things that most human beings need. Most. Not
Right.
everybody. But most human beings need sex, food, and sleep. So that's self-care. You got to
Right.
make sure you get enough of those things. Chiropractic is self-care because you're adjusting your body, you're getting your body back in shape. Massage, body work. I tell people all the time, massage is necessary. Massage is not just a little luxury you get once every 5 years on your birthday, a little feel-good rubby. No. My massages don't feel that great at the moment. But they
Especially when
feel
you're black and
awesome
blue.
later, right? But if she digs in and makes it hurt now, I am going to feel so much better later because that's what my body needs. And that's what people don't realize. They need touch. They need touch. They need massage. They need non-sexual touch. So I mentioned sex. That's one kind of touch. But we need non-sexual touch too. And we need massage. Reiki. That has to do with body. Even though it's energetic, it's still body. And then, of course, food and supplements and diet and all of that. So all of those things, to me, encompass physical self-care. Okay?
So to me, the self-care would be for me to pick something out of the group that you mentioned or something that resonates with me that's not on your list, whatever, and implement that into my life.
Yeah, like, for example, we talked about food at one point, and I said I'm going to try to eat before 6 o'clock. That's a very slight little habit to change. It's been hard, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even get out of work till 6 o'clock.
Though, right. I knew that was going to be tough for you.
It is. That's a tough one. But little things like that you can choose to implement. Sleep. Maybe you get 7 hours of sleep a night, and you really think you need 7.5 hours of sleep. Schedule it in. Try it. See if your body likes it. Okay. So for mind, which for you would be...
The meditation was mine.
But it wasn't spiritual. What did you have? You said physical, mental. It's the
Right.
mental. So mental and mind.
But that ended up covering spiritual, too.
It did. And I separated mine. So I'm going to start with the mental or the mind. And you mentioned
Reading. Reading is a good one for the mind.
Ooh, I like that. I don't even have that one down. Okay, so I have balanced diet because balanced diet means good digestion, means good chemicals for brain function, serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine, all of that. So for mental function, you have to eat right. Relationships, super important for the mind. We have to develop our relationships. We have to nurture our relationships. Even if it's just one. Even if it's just your dog. I don't care, but you nurture that relationship.
I have a good relationship with my dog.
Your little Dylan boy. He's a good one. All right. And then, again, chiropractic, because chiropractic deals with mental as well. Vacations. People are
Give
like, I
yourself
can't
a
afford a
break.
vacation. Who says you got to afford anything? I threw peanut butter and jelly sandwiches together, and we went on like a trip to Ludington. Went out there, was on the beach. It was beautiful. This was last Saturday. Ate my peanut butter and jelly. I didn't have any money, but I didn't care. I was like, I'm going on vacation. And I went on vacation, and I enjoyed it as genuinely as if I was laying on a beach in some tropical place with somebody catering to my every... I seriously had an awesome time. Didn't spend any money, but I took a vacation. I said, I'm taking a vacation. So vacations are important. Dates with yourself. I tell people this all the time. Make a date with yourself. Holy crap. How much resistance do you have when I tell you, I need you to spend at least an hour a week with yourself doing something you like?
You know, too many people don't do that.
An hour out of a whole week and you're going to balk? That's sick. That in of itself just makes me want to cry. I just want to smack people. Like, come on, people. Love yourself enough. If you put energy and time into your spouse, into your children, put it into yourself. My date with myself was going to see my chiropractor and going for a tanning salon visit. No, I don't love tanning salons, but I really like to go and get that vitamin D happening in the middle of the winter. I really like to go and smell the smell of coconut butter and pretend I'm on the beach and close my eyes and have a little
So see,
mini
that
vacation.
accomplished a couple of things.